What's happening, everybody? It's Dave Bowen, the last honest marketer, here with Team Change the World. And man, I got some exciting things today. I'm sure you probably know what these are. Checks. Got my first check from GVO and Pure Leverage. You have the option to get paid on a card or checks. And at first I did the card, and then, of course there's a lot of fees and stuff, so I decided let's switch to the check. So I just got my first check from GVO, and man, I'll tell you what, it's an incredible feeling, guys. And I want you to experience that. I want you to experience that. But I've been very, I don't want to say busy, because I haven't been busy. I've just been spending a lot of time with my grandpa lately because well, for instance, his brother is on his deathbed right now with a brain tumor, and my grandma died about I think 6-7 years ago now. So my grandpa is the most important person in my life, and I try to stay in today, but occasionally I catch myself thinking about what it's going to be like when he does go, and man, it's gonna kill me, because I love hanging out with him. He's he's an awesome guy. He's my friend. He's my best friend. And he's also my grandpa, but he's my best friend. I mean, we've spent a lot of time together. Worked on old cars, tractors. Out to eat. Went on trips. I'll never forget when I was. Gosh, I can't even remember. I must have been probably 8 or 9, maybe 10. My grandpa, there's a big swap meet car show in Hershey, Pennsylvania every year, like around October. And so he talked about it forever, and we kept saying we're going to go. And one year we decided, let's do it. So we head out. My grandpa's got this old 70 Ford truck. And we head out, and we are probably an hour or so away. I don't remember a lot of this, but I remember some of it. And all of a sudden, his truck loses oil pressure, and just, so we pull over, and his piston blew a hole in the piston. So it was, using oil like crazy. So we decided, let's turn around and head back. Well, we made it all the way back, having to stop and put oil in it. So, looking back, we wished we would have went ahead and gone. But, that was just such a great, time spent with my grandpa. And basically, my point to this is that, I've been spending a lot of time with him lately because I know he's not going to be around forever, guys. And that's what the internet allows you to do, because my business is still running even when I'm spending time with my grandpa, even when I'm out golfing. Even when I'm on vacation. I mean, it's incredible. And you constantly have checks rolling in. Constantly have these checks rolling in, guys. So it's automated, and man, I want you to experience it, because you've got to realize that your family is not going to be around forever. You may have some grandparents that are still alive. You may have mom and a dad that are getting older. Spend as much time with them as you can, guys, because I'm telling you, you're going to regret it later. You really are, guys. And that's I talk about my life's purpose as helping people, but yes, it's helping people to be able to spend more time with their family and to be able to cherish the time that they have with their family. I want you to experience what I'm experiencing right now, guys, because it is incredible. And all the struggles, all the crap and bull, that I've been through was for a reason, and it was to experience this right now and see. I'm a big believer in God, and I believe that God had this, purpose, this all planned out for me. Even though I've been through hell and back, now I'm experiencing, just amazing things. And they talk about that there's no, you can't experience joy without sadness. You can't be happy without being sad. You can't have, you can't enjoy the sunny days without having rainy days. Things like that. And it's so true, guys. It's so true, because I would take this for granted right now if I haven't been through what I've been through, but I'm not, you know. And I watched an amazing video last night, and I highly recommend that you look it up. Just go to YouTube, type Tony Robbins interview with Frank Kern, and I believe it's Joe Reese or something like that. Anyways, I believe it's Joe Reese, was one of the first. He was like the pioneer of internet marketing, and he was one of the first people to start marketing on the internet. Frank Kern is also a legend internet marketer, and Frank actually, and I could be wrong, but I want to say he made $18 million in one day. It was something 8 or 18, I can't remember, whatever, 8 or 18, it doesn't matter. That's a hell of a lot of money to make in 24 hours, guys. But that is the power of the internet. Okay, it is, and when you shift your mind, and he talks about this, he said, the first $2,500 I made was the best, and I can attest to that. The first $25 I made was the best, because just knowing that, hey, this is possible, okay, this is possible. But that first $2,500 set him up. Then he made like $100,000 in a month, and then he made $18 million in a day. And it's just shifting your mind to what's possible. I was just upstairs talking to my mom, because I'm sure, as you know, I'm a big fan of multiple streams of income. The main program that I'm focused on is Empower Network. That is my focus. That is my love. It's the best company out there, and I love their vision and what their true purpose is for the company, which is to speak life into people and inspire people. But I have this other thing that I promote and that I'm doing, and I was just telling my mom that I'm now able to get $3,400 net per week from this thing I'm doing. And she said, $3,400 a week? What do you mean? She said, what are you doing with that money? And I said, well, I haven't got it yet. It takes a week or two to get your payment. Just like anything that you do, a job, you're not going to get paid the day after, for the work that you did the day before. It just doesn't work that way. Some jobs are every 2 weeks, some jobs are every month. When I was in the car business, there were some places that paid monthly. So, but I was explaining this to her, and she couldn't seem to wrap her head around it, and a lot of people can't. But that's the power of the internet. And when you disconnect from reality, that is what is possible, guys. And, I want you to disconnect from reality, click the link below, and get started. Get started. Take the first step to change your life forever. And to change the people's lives around you, guys, because whether or not you share this with them, which you're crazy if you don't, but you're gonna be able to spend more time with them. You're gonna be able to do things that you've never been able to do. For instance, buy stuff for your family, donate money to charities. Just imagine, money is a byproduct. Money is a byproduct of what you do, of how much. This is what I was talking to my buddy about here, and not trying to get off track. But, there has never in the history of mankind been a successful person. Nobody has ever achieved success without going the extra mile. Now, that means going out of your way to help somebody, doing more than what you're paid to do, just going the extra mile. Nobody in the history of mankind has had success without doing that. And that's what I am about here, is going the extra mile to help you to achieve financial success, and freedom on the internet. And that's what I live for, guys. I would rather help you build your business and help see you to have success, because I already know it's possible for me. And I'm going to be okay. This is what I've talked to a lot of people, and I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to have money, all that stuff. I'm going to be fine. What I really am worried about is society in general. Things are messed up right now, guys. And just imagine, I'm looking for 10 people who I can help make a full-time income online, okay? And really in the next 90 days is my goal, to help 10 people, put my focus on 10 people. Now you gotta be a go-getter, you gotta be all in, okay? You gotta be all in, not just financially but mentally, and willing to do whatever it takes. And I'm gonna help you to achieve financial freedom and time freedom, okay? That's what this allows you to do. It allows you to have a lifestyle like you would never imagine, guys. You could never imagine the lifestyle that you can have on the internet. But now imagine if we got a group of people who are all making good money on the internet. Just imagine the difference that we can make in the world, guys. Imagine the money that we can donate to charities, and the time that we can give, to mission projects, or helping others, things like that. Just imagine that, guys. We could really change the world. And that's why I named my team Team Change the World. We can really do it, guys, but I need your help. I can't do this alone. I could, but it's much easier to do it with other people, to do it as a team. There's more power in unity than there is in anything else. So, I love you guys. Click the link below. Become one of my 10 that I'm going to help to achieve financial freedom in the next 90 days. And I will see you on the inside. Love you. Dave Bowen, signing off.